What's up everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am Shannon Yodis, also known as That Tile Chick. So if you are new here, welcome. This episode is going to be all about how to use social media to grow your construction business. What's up everyone, and welcome back. Shannon here, also known as That Tile Chick. If you are new here, welcome. Today's episode is going to be all about how to use social media to grow your construction business. I've been posting other videos online about my bidding process and how much to charge, so if you want to check them out, I'll have them linked below. And also, if you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and drop me a comment and let me know how you like this video. So if you are new here and you've never seen me before, you probably do not know me. So I'll just introduce myself. I am That Tile Chick. I'm a tile contractor based out of Houston, Texas, and I started my social media pages back in 2020. And my primary page then was Instagram. So now I've kind of expanded to Facebook, YouTube, etc. TikTok, of course, like just trying to explore, get my feet in the water, sort of thing. Anyway, so I started my page back in 2020 just to share my journey, and I started off as an accountant, and now I am a tile contractor and content creator. Okay, so without further ado, let me give you a quick synopsis of what this video is going to entail. From my notes here, we're going to go over my philosophy. So my philosophy about social media, what kind of strategies you should be implementing for your business and to help you succeed, and actually to choose a goal that is going to be right for you. 2, the biggest mistake that I know you are currently making on social media. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you now. You're going to have to wait and watch. 3 is talking about being yourself. As scary as that is, as scary as some of us might be, being ourselves, that is very important. And number 4, the biggest misconception about social media marketing. All right, let's get right into it. So if you've never seen me before, and maybe if you have, but you don't know the story, I used to be an accountant. I went to college, did the 9-to-5 thing for a very long time, landed my dream job. I thought it was my dream job, and I was miserable. In 2020, I took the leap of faith, went into working full-time in my fiance and I's business, and never looked back. I started my business and started my social media pages, and it kind of just went from there. I didn't really have a plan at first besides just to share my story, and everything that I'm about to tell you now is what I've learned from just doing it. So my philosophy. There's 3 things to that. Number 1, always first and foremost, is that quality wins. 2 is relationships and networking, and 3 is consistency. So what I mean by quality wins is when you're posting content online, quality is paramount. You want to make sure that you are either educating, entertaining, or providing value in some capacity. Now, all of these things I speak about in my ebook, Conquer Social Media, which I'll link down below. It is an ebook. You can download it right to your smartphone or your computer, and you can read it. It's a short read, maybe 1 to 2 days, and I also put a lot of links in there for different things, software and gear if you want to get into creating content. Relationships and networking. Now think of like the old school way or the traditional way of building relationships and networking. It's always the face-to-face interaction, and there's maybe like 3 or 4 lines of people you have to go through before getting to the right person that you need to network with. Because of social media, you have the ability and the opportunity to network with people all over the world and at much faster rate than you would if you need to do every interaction face-to-face. Yes, it is still important to have face-to-face interactions. However, social media can connect you with those people way faster, and then you can be having face-to-face interactions with extremely important people much faster. Consistency. Another thing is posting consistently online. I see people, they'll post one time and then they won't post for weeks or months on end. If you say to yourself today, hey, I want to start pushing my business online a little bit more, you have to come up with some sort of schedule and stick to that. Whatever that is, it's a strategy. And again, my ebook will help you with that, but building a strategy around social media will help you to like not get burnt out, not get sick of it. It's like you'll be able to come up and brainstorm with all these creative ideas if you sit down once a month or once a week and decide what it is you're going to post. What I do is I sit down every Sunday and Chris and I will go over the week ahead, what we're going to post, what we're going to talk about. We scheduled in this very video right here. Otherwise, I'd be scrambling and I'd be stressed about all the other things that are going on in business and in life that I wouldn't even be able to think about this creatively and come up with a good idea of what video I should post. It's like, it just comes so much more natural if you stay prepared and you think ahead. It's a little bit scary, but truthfully, when you start breaking it down in tasks, it's so much easier to just get it done. Okay, so the next topic is the biggest mistake I know you are currently making with social media. And number one is you think you have nothing to share. I promise you, if you are a small business owner and you are in construction, you are in the service-based industry, you have loads to share. You have knowledge, you have information, everything from the most complicated to the most mundane thing people want to see. And this is extremely important, not because you're trying to be like an influencer, like a beauty influencer or like, you know, whatever. It's all about connecting with your target audience on a more emotional level, right? Suddenly they see what goes into your day to day and they are able to understand more emotionally the value that is behind what it is that you do. So when you go to charge your rate, they understand, right? Because of my social media, I have people who reach out to me via email and they just want to work with me because of me. That should be your goal. And the reason that should be your goal is because things are going to change, right? The world is evolving. Baby boomers are the referral age where all of the contractors there's probably some right now that are watching this that are like, I don't need social media because I work by referrals. But when that generation is gone, and I tell you right now, I'm a millennial, anybody that I choose to buy from, the first thing I do is go to look to see if they have social media. I'm not saying they need to have thousands or millions of followers or be famous on social. It just gives social proof that they are actually real, that their business exists, and it helps me make a more informed decision on who I'm going to go with. I chose the girl who does my hair based on her social media page. So I'm telling you, it is extremely important for the next generation. Baby boomers, they're not going to be around forever. So your referral-based business is not going to continue to work that way. Yes, people still want referrals, but because of the way the internet is, we're more apt to we're less to be like, go to our neighbors and say, hey, who did your bathroom? It's like, let me see what kind of reviews they have online. Let's see what other people are saying. Do other people like them? Do other people trust them? And then I can trust them because those other people. It's like change to a virtual referral by people that they don't even know. They're just trusting other people, right? So you have to keep that in mind with your business model as you go forward and as you choose to grow and get into this business, is that a lot of people will give you outdated business information and advice in this industry because we are severely lacking in the construction industry with technology and putting things like just simple things into place, like being able to advertise your business on social media. That there's so many people out there that still think that they don't need to do this, right? But that their business is likely going to just end with them when they step out from being the head honcho. It's just a way that the world is going, and that is my opinion. Feel free to disagree, but that is my opinion, and that's just the way that I see it. Okay. The other thing in the mistakes I know that you're making is that you're acting like a business and not a business owner. When you choose, if you're a small business owner, you're not like corporate and et cetera, and you have the ability to connect on a person-to-person level with people, that should be your goal. The reason is when you look at a page and you see it's all commercial, it's just like, oh, here's a picture of this room I did, and like It's almost like third person. It's like you're reading in a magazine, you know? It's not personable, you know? It defies the reason that social media exists today. And so you want to stay away from that. You want to be like, hey, I love this room I built, or I love this bathroom I built because it was this challenge and that. Be yourself. Talk from your perspective and the reason why you're doing the things you're doing, and be you as the business owner, not try to be like the business, if that makes any sense. So that pulls me into being yourself. I know that it is extremely hard for people to get on camera and be themselves, but it's really not, because if you just did it and you practiced, and a lot of people aren't going to want to hear this, if you just did it, the more you did it, the more comfortable you'd be with it. I am not an outgoing person. I am not a person who likes to have everybody looking at me. I'm telling you right now, I am an introvert. And I've been that way most of my adult life. But I get on here because I know that I have to in order to build something for myself. So if you are on here and you're like, man, I really want to do this, but I'm afraid, and it's because as soon as I set up the camera, I feel stupid or dumb, I did too, and everyone else does. So just knowing that, it should be enough for you to say, okay, you know what, I'm going to just do it. And even if I look stupid, like, I'm going to get better. And every time you open up the camera and you do something, you're better, and it's easier and it's more natural and it's not a big deal. It's just a part of the game. It's a skill. It's something you have to just get used to. Just like anything, picking up a new tool, doing something for the first time. It's exactly the same thing. So we've all been there. We've all felt stupid. Again, I've already touched on this, but people connect with people. So, you know, people buy for emotional reasons, and they connect with different things. Like, you can see if you watch the news or you read articles online, the way that they're written, they're meant to spark an emotional interest, right? So that you can be invested in that. I'm not saying to sway people, you know, whatever, be shady. I'm just talking about being yourself, sharing your personal experiences, your good, the bad, and like being yourself online will help build your brand, because ultimately you are the face of your brand. You know, you don't always have to show your face, but you can show your personality through pictures you post, captions you write, etc., and it will help people more connect with you and really get a feel for who you are as a business owner, and make them more likely to want to do business with you for that exact reason. You know, I just thought about this off the cuff. Like, when you read a review online, especially in the service-based industry, it's like, or in the construction industry, it's always like, oh, I worked with Paul. He was so great. He showed up on time. He cleaned up after himself. You know, he always communicated everything. It's always about the person providing the service. It's never just about, wow, they did great work. You know, they were mean as hell, sloppy, smoked cigarettes in my bathroom, and, you know, whatever. Like, they talk about the great experience that that person provided them along with the work. And now you can probably, I'm not saying you should do this, but like, if you provide somebody with a great experience, it's less likely that they're going to be picking apart every little thing that you're physically doing on the job site, because they love having you there. They love the experience that they're getting, all in all, you know. So that is very important to people. It's just bred into the way that we are created. You know, we want to have a good experience. I don't want to have somebody in my house that gives me weird vibes. I want good vibes. I want to be connected with that person and feel good that they're in my house doing work. So just always remember that. And when you can reflect that through social media to the generations of people who are my age, millennials and next, you know, you're going to win. You're just going to win. So, and last but not least is the biggest misconception when it comes to marketing on social media. Right away, a lot of contractors are like, well, I'm not an influencer. I don't want to be an influencer. Well, you don't have to be an influencer. Just because you want to market your business on social media doesn't mean you're an influencer. There's plenty of businesses on social media. They're not influencing. You know, an influencer is somebody who creates content and gets paid by brands to do so, and that is usually their full-time job. A lot of business owners decide to just market their own business because those little tiles on Instagram, TikTok, wherever is valuable real estate that you could be using to market your own business and your own brand. You could build multiple revenue streams on social media. You know, if you are a construction company, you could sell t-shirts. If you are a plumber, you could sell courses to other plumbers. Like, I don't even know. The possibilities are endless of what you're able to do. And like, I just don't think that the construction industry really sees it that way. They see, oh, well, you're on social media and you talk on there, so you're automatically an influencer. Me, I am an influencer. I do content, I create content. It's just a part of what I do. I'm not going to do this forever. I'm using social media to build other things around my brand so that I don't have to do this forever. You know, I don't have to set tile forever, and I don't have to do influencing forever. It's like, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm like trying all these different things because I enjoy it. It's what I like. So if you love your business, you don't have to be an influencer. You could just market it, and you can be on there and you can be killing it on social media. A free marketing tool sharing who you are, your business, why you love it, why you built it, and sharing that with your audience. And you never know what kind of opportunities are going to come your way. I promise you, it is crazy. So again, I just want to recap that if you want to grow your business on social media, there is nothing more and nothing less to it than to just get started. You want to start making content. You want to be consistent. Remember, you want to provide value to people. What are they getting out of the content that you're posting? Make sure that the content you're posting is quality content, meaning you're using something that doesn't make it grainy. There's good lighting, you know, you can actually see. Make it personable with good captions or words up on the screen. Like, the possibilities are almost infinite. And if you need more help, I created an ebook called Conquer Social Media. I've linked it below. Again, I'm always open to hear questions and any problems that any of you guys are encountering with social media or any of these, you know, marketing outlets that we have available to us today. Let me know what you think. I can make more videos. I can make in detail videos, etc., etc. But yeah, the way to just get started is just to do it. Like, I didn't have a plan. I didn't think much about the future, but in 2 years, my entire life was changed. My whole business was changed. I 5 times my income because of it. So if there's any more reason to just get out there and get it going, I don't know what else I can tell you besides you got more to lose than you don't by getting out there and maybe getting a mean comment on a video. So as always, thank you for watching this video, and I really hope that it helped some of you and inspired some of you to get out there and get going. And again, let me know how I did in the comments. If you want to see the other videos about my construction bidding process and how much money to charge for your work, I've linked them below. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.